Hey, welcome back. It's March and it's time for a February recap. If you're new to the channel, every month I'm doing this like recaps of like what happened in my life as a producer and someone living in Canada, also as an entrepreneur. Yeah, so if you're up for that, please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. Also, I'd like to do like more and more behind the scenes of some projects, and doing also more behind the scenes on the brand's channel is something coming up. But yeah, it's been quite busy and I can't wait to share that with you, as February was as busy as January, which is really nice because it's promising for 2026 to be a good year, so that's a really good thing. Another thing that also kicked off February in a good way is that I turned 31 years old. So yeah, it was a good milestone to hit. Overall, I felt great, I felt nice, and we are going to have the time to talk about the balance in between personal, family life and professional life. But overall, I think I'm doing pretty good for what we have in our plates. I'm pretty happy myself about where we're at right now. But yeah, let's kick this month with something unexpected that happened, sad and challenging and good in the end too. Is the fact that the full story is that someone who's 60 years old is missing, and it's so cold nowadays in Canada that we can't find him because it is a lot of snow. And basically, yeah, like it disappeared at I think around 4-5 a.m. Keys of the car were inside the car, and it's just like disappeared. So the police just did their work, and after a certain period of time, they just stop. And there's an organization that is now operating across Canada. It's pretty recent. That is helping to find people afterwards. And it's just a bunch of volunteers that are a part of that organization. And yeah, so I got called basically because they found my number through the business, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, this person is missing, and we know you have a drone, and will you be able to help that day? I'm like, okay, let's do it. It's another way that I never use gear for, like using the drone, using cameras with zooms. It's sad, but at the same time it's for a good cause, and it's also like, you know, thinking about the family that is missing the dad or the grandpa, or the son or the daughter, you know, like it's when you think about it that way, you're like, okay, yes, of course, I'm coming, even if it's a Sunday, that's fine, even if it's the coldest day of winters, like it was like minus 20, minus 25 during the day, let's go for it. And so yeah, I was pretty excited to be helpful and to use gear another way. My feedback after the day is that it was very challenging to use the gear, of course. So I know that for the drones, especially because it's like pretty small when you have mittens and stuff to use, the drone was pretty much like ready to go. I took the ND filters off and I was like, okay, it's ready to go, there's nothing to take apart, it's just like boom bam boom and just go. So that was pretty good. But it was cold. Have like this like mittens where you can put like hot pads, and even with the hot pads was pretty cold, and I had to put my hands like in my pockets, and I also did put some hot pads in my boots, and yeah, same thing, it did help for sure, but you're like, okay, it's very cold, because even with that it was pretty cold. So yeah, in the end, we didn't find anything after 2-3 hours searching, which is sad. So we might have to do it back in April, and we'll see if I have the time. I'll try to be a part of that, but April I think it's going to be pretty busy, so we'll see. So at the beginning I was talking about the different balance between personal, family, professional, and there is definitely something that is I know I was going to have to solve that problem, is the calendar management workflow, basically, between everything that's happening on the family side and the professional side, how to reconcile everything together but also have it separate in a way so they don't interfere, and it's something that I'm starting to really find tools that are working together pretty well. If you haven't heard about ClickUp, it's an app that you have to pay for, but it's something that we use more and more professionally, and it's really nice because it's linked to your Google calendars. And so basically I have this like professional email that is tied to Gmail, so I have my calendar on my phone, and I can see that through creating different type of calendar, I can see that on ClickUp. And so in the end it's pretty cool because we can book stuff through ClickUps and it's gonna show up on our calendars. So it works pretty well. So yeah, if you have the same dilemma, having Google and ClickUp is working pretty nicely as of now. So we'll see how this goes. And then we have like the classic on the fridge calendar for the family. So I'm trying to also catch up that way to put stuff in my calendar. If you need to go to school, to go see a concert with the kids having a concert also, and so it's kind of like how I'm trying to balance all the calendars. There's something I wrote here, and I think it's worth mentioning it also. It's like talking about time management and time in general. When it's been now a few years. Well, I've never been an employee. I've been like a student, and I've always been doing what I do, being an entrepreneur, being a filmmaker, and even when I was working in the restaurant industry for 3 years, I was more a leader than someone just like doing it to do it. So I've been used to push hard to get to where I want to go, and just wrote a point of like that I think it's because of starting a company plus being in the filmmaking industry evolving so fast, that whenever I see someone taking not just like a day off, but having this lazy mindset is something I don't like, and it's something that I'm having a hard time to be around, and I think it's normal in a way. And I think that whenever you're doing the kind of things that we are doing, I think you don't want to be around this kind of people too much. It's, I don't know, like a bad mindset, like a slow mindset, I'm more like, my mindset is more to do things, to act, and to change things and to have an impact. Even when we are doing videos, or if I'm searching for a project, or if I hear about a project, the question is always, and will always be, is it going to have an impact on someone's life, on even a community, on maybe society? That's always something that I'm trying to have in mind. And I don't want to create videos, for example, that have no impact at all. I think it goes with the fact that I don't want to be just like around people that are just do things just to make money and make a living out of it. I'm trying to do something have fun with it, to have an impact, and like it goes a bit deeper. And but then there's also something that I wrote here that is, I think, interesting, especially when you're starting to grow, is the balance between past clients and new clients. It's something that we are starting to see, or I oversee, and I'm trying to fix before it comes too much in my face, is the fact that we have clients that we are working with like one-on-one, and now we have new and bigger clients coming in the plate, and you need to find a balance and the process to be able to have someone taking care of your old clients, and that everybody is happy, that I'm happy giving it to somebody working for us, and that the client is happy with the result and the experience and feels the same. And so it's something that I'll keep you posted with, but so far so good. So yeah. And finally, my final thought for this like quick recap, I've wrote, it's not the way you look, but it's let me restart. It's not the way you look, but if you're true to yourself. And I think it's kind of like coming back to what I've just said before about, to me, it's important to create and have an impact, to create something that is changing the wheel in a way. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, but if we are able to change the wheel and make it better, different, then it's a good thing. And talking about new wheels and to change them, I will have, I think, I will talk about it more in March, but this is now my third co-op student coming and working with us, and this co-op student, so she's from high school here, and she's very interested into editing, and so it's really cool to see young folks. I'm 31, so it's starting. I'm starting to age slowly, but it's really interesting to see this new generation coming, and finding someone that is truly interested into what you do, and seeing an opportunity possibly to work in the industry. So I will talk about it like maybe deeper, and maybe like in a March recap about talent acquisition and what I think about all that. I'm trying to build my thought about around that, but it's been very interesting in the last 2 to 3 weeks how far she went in the knowledge and how she progressed. And anyway, I hope you liked this February recap and that you learned something. If you have any questions, if you want to engage, please feel free to go in the comments. I'll make sure to go and like your comments and reply to your comments. And if you want to see the next recaps and what's coming up, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell and all that thing. And I see you beginning of April for the March recap. I think that's pretty good. See you.